Distance learning is not fun. It's not fun for any of us. For the students, for the teachers, for whoever you may be, distance learning is a drag. But I think the thing to remember is that we are all here for each other. I'm a first-year teacher. This is not what I thought my first year of teaching was going to be like. And I've had to think and reach out to so many people to ask them for advice and for help because I'm feeling so overwhelmed and tired and exhausted because this is not what I pictured it would be like. And I know that, the students, you all are probably feeling the exact same way, feeling tired and overwhelmed. Just remember that this is going to end eventually. And it might take a little longer, but it's going to be okay. And we're going to come out of this. Just reach out.
Hey, everybody. My name is Laura Childs. I teach science at the high school. I just wanted to say one of my struggles with distant learning is really just not seeing students face to face. I think that face to face connection it helps because then I can tell if a student understands things and I can address any misconceptions just more quickly. When we don't see students, it's hard to know if they're understanding everything the way they should be. My suggestion for all of us is just to connect. Connection times is a great way to get, help from teachers, make sure you're on the right track. It's great for us to see you. I appreciate seeing all of my students at connection time. And then I can just make sure that all is good and check in and make sure there's understanding there. So let's finish the end of the semester strong. Again, I appreciate seeing all my bio students and my anatomy and medical terminology students. Take care.
Hi, Mr. Tanaglia. I work at the Faribault High School. One of the things that was hard on me for distance learning was my ADHD and my anxiety. They kind of mixed together and made a dangerous cocktail. I've known I've had ADHD since I was in first grade, and I'm 30 years old right now. But I just kind of learned that I had anxiety last year, and I've probably had it for a good 6-7 years. But really hit me hard. Right before COVID hit, and it was just kind of hard on my kids and my wife. And this year it's gotten a lot better. I've gone to see the doctor about it. Therapy has helped. It's also been good to talk to some of my coworkers about it too, to see that they're going through similar things. So yeah, I would say it sucks, but talking to others and sharing with others does help. So thanks, and have a wonderful day, kids.
Something that's frustrating for me as being a teacher, teaching and distance learning, is not being able to see people or interact with people, not being able to talk to students or other staff members at Faribault High School or other teachers. And something that's kept me motivated during this time of distance learning is I believe that this is temporary. I know that we'll have activities again, we'll have prom again and homecoming and musicals and plays, and we'll eat in the cafeteria again, and we'll have open gym, and we'll have class. And that's what keeps me motivated, that believing, knowing that this will end and we'll be together again.
Hey everybody, it's Miss Nelson from Faribault High School. I'm here to answer the question of how has distance learning been hard on me as a teacher. Distance learning has been hard on me as a teacher because I can't see your faces in person anymore. I can't see your face light up when you understand something and grasp the new concept, or practicing the skills and interacting with your peers. And when I see your gears turning trying to understand something new, that's really, really hard for me not to see, because that's what keeps me going and keeps my positivity and happiness and what I really love to do as a teacher. But what's important here is that I am here trying my best, doing my best, helping you the best I can. And what's important is that you are trying your best as well. And one day things will be back to normal where we can see each other on a day-to-day basis.
The hardest part about distance learning for me is trying to help everyone. I know there are so many of you out there who are struggling with distance learning. It's not an easy setup. It's not easy to do, to separate yourself from school while you're at home. And I'm trying to reach out to as many of you as possible, to motivate as many of you as possible, but there just isn't enough time in the day. And I really feel helpless very often, and that I'm not doing enough very often, because it's not like school where I can walk over to you and ask if you need help. Being away from you and, having that distance between us, that physical and like metaphorical distance, has just been really hard for me, because I want to help you as much as possible, but I just can't right now. So you're not alone.
Oh my goodness, is distance learning hard? Here's what's been the hardest thing for me about it. I have really struggled with missing that face-to-face contact time. Whether it's being able to help a student in person, or it's being able to teach a student in person, or have that face-to-face interaction. Like, we work really, really hard as teachers to make everything the best that we can, to make the best out of this situation. And yet, there's only so much that I can control. And the rest is on the students. The students need to check in, they need to engage with whatever is happening in the classroom, and they need to do their work. And that's completely out of my control. And there's really not a lot that I can do to start helping, as the students have to reach out to me.
Hey, Larson here. So, couple things I struggle with is videos. It would be faster for me to send you guys my bloopers than it is to get you the video that you guys watch every week on notes and math concepts, all that stuff. The other thing is my internet. I have slow internet. So uploading, downloading, it just takes forever. So all the videos, all of that takes a lot of time. And with that comes tons of frustration and that feeling of I will never be done with work. I don't know if you guys feel that way. Totally feel that way. So, with that being said, I've had to compensate and do a lot of fun things to offset the gross feeling of just that frustration. So, I play board games and I read a lot of books to just feel some balance.
Hey, FHS, it's Mrs. Johnson. I hope everyone is doing well. I wanted to take a moment to tell you about my distance learning experience. Hey, this is the hardest thing I've ever done. I've been teaching for a long time and I have never had to do this before. And it's hard because I miss seeing you every day. I miss the interaction. I miss my students. I miss everything that we do. Remember, we're going to get through this. This is temporary. We can do this because we are Faribault. One of the quotes that I saw that has really kind of driven me through this is that we fall, we break, we fail, but then we rise, we heal, we overcome. We are resilient and we can do this together. Keep working hard, keep going strong. We're going to get through this together because we are Faribault.